Hi everybody, Coach Jess here from Yoga for Runners HQ, and welcome to our first installment of our three-part Yoga for Runners challenge. Yoga has many benefits for runners in particular, some being increased flexibility, increased strength, it aids in your recovery, and it also helps to increase lung capacity. So as a runner myself, I'm acutely aware of the relationship my breath has with my running. Breathing, whether we're running or whether we're practicing our yoga, is vital. So our breath when we're practicing yoga is what makes our yoga practice a yoga practice. Awareness of your breathing, of the air entering in through the nose and leaving the body through the nose, is essentially what makes it a yoga practice. Without awareness of breath and without awareness of what your body is doing, you're simply stretching. So to create a yoga practice, one of the first things you need to do is become aware of the breathing. Today, we're going to be going over a basic yoga breath called three-phase breathing. So to begin, I'd like you to come into a seated position. If you're not comfortable in a seated position, you can also do this lying down. So a seated position with a nice tall spine, either on your knees or with your legs crossed, or lying down on your back with your feet slightly apart and your palms turned up towards the ceiling. Three-phase breath involves three parts of the body: the belly, the ribs, and the chest. To perform three-phase breathing, imagine that you aren't using your lungs to breathe. Rather, that you're pulling the breath down into the belly, increasing and inflating the belly like a balloon. When the belly is full, the breath moves into the ribs, expanding the ribs in all directions, front, sides, and back. And finally, the breath moves all the way up towards the throat and the chest. Once the breath is all the way into the throat, we reverse the breath. We imagine the chest descending, the ribs and the muscles of the ribs contracting, and then the belly deflating. So if you are not in a seated position already, come to sit in a seated position. Find a tall spine. You can place your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your chest. Eyes are closed if you wish. Simply notice the breath moving in and out of the nose without controlling the breath. And then begin to actively take control over your breathing. Imagine pulling the breath down into the belly. Notice the belly start to inflate. Feel the belly button press towards your bottom hand. Carry on inhaling. Notice the ribs start to expand in all directions. Carry on inhaling, and notice the chest start to rise. Now that your chest is full, start to feel the exhale through the nose as the hand moves down. The ribs start to contract in towards the spine, and finally the belly deflates. Inhale as you feel the belly rise, the breath moving down into the body. Carry on inhaling, feel the ribs start to part. Carry on inhaling, feel the chest rise. Once the breath is all the way at the throat, exhale, start to feel the chest descend, the ribs close, and the belly lower. Inhale, filling the belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, chest comes down, ribs close, and belly lowers. Inhale. Carry on inhaling until the breath is sitting in the throat. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, feel the belly rise. Exhale. You can continue now on your own time, just being aware of the three phases of the breath. Finishing off your last round now. At the end of your exhale, just releasing your hands onto your legs, bowing your head. And slowly opening up your eyes. So this breathing exercise can be performed at any point during the day, but what you really want to be focused on is the 3 phases of the breath. So imagine that you don't have lungs, that you're using the belly, the ribs, and the chest to breathe rather than lungs, and you're drawing the breath deep down into the belly, feeling it expand like a balloon, feeling the ribs expand in all directions, and feeling the heart and the chest rise. To reverse it, you just imagine it in reverse. Exhale, ribs close, and belly lowers. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of the 3-part Yoga for Runners challenge. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. And please also check out the second installment of the 3-part challenge, where we'll be going over some essential stretches for runners using the breathing that we learned today. Namaste.